Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are going to do a simple exercise. You stand up, high five your neighbor. Ask them how are they doing this morning. In 1 minute, just stand up, high five your neighbor, or you can even high 10 them. High 10 your neighbor. I'm not seeing people asking how their neighbors are doing. Do you know your neighbor's name? Okay, well, that's nice. Okay, take your seats. Thank you, and apologies, I made you stand. Good morning once again. My name is Vivian Katsabe. I will be the host today. And before we begin, I would like to invite Rina to open us off with a word of prayer. Rina, as she comes, you're most welcome. I wish to recognize the presence of Miss Kate Kiza, the Executive Director of dfcu. I also wish to recognize the presence of Mr. Ambrose Kibuka, the CEO of ICEA General Insurance. Equally, I wish to recognize the MD of dfcu and Handling, Mr. Lin Yu. I wish to recognize and appreciate the members of the media. And lastly, I wish to recognize management and staff of dfcu Bank, ICEA, and dfcu. Today, we get to witness a collaboration. We get to witness a new beginning in the business industry in our country. So it's quite a happy morning. And I'm glad that I see beautiful faces with smiles. Keep it up, yeah? We are off to a great start. Rina, off for the prayer.
Thank you. Let's all humble ourselves for a short prayer. Loving Father, we thank you for this great morning. We thank you for all our partners in this place, Lord. We pray that you bless the work of our hands, Lord. We thank you for the bright day, King of Glory. As we are here, Lord, King of Kings, under this event, Lord, we pray that everything goes on smoothly, King of Glory. We thank you for the goodness and mercy you've showed to us, Father. We pray that you open doors for us, you bless us, bless the work of our hands, with a theme of us being here to develop, with an aim of developing Uganda to enrich Africa, Lord. We pray that you continue to make it right. Thank you, Lord, for your great God. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Rina from Double Q. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we get to witness Double Q DFCU Bank ICA Lion Partnership launch for easy equipment access and flexible financing and, insurance solutions. If you look around you, just take a look around. Seen something you like? The cars, I mean. Seen any that you might want to walk away with today? Did you know that DFCU Bank is willing to offer you up to 100% financing? That should be exciting, no? This gentleman here looks like he agrees, so who knows, he could walk away with a vehicle tonight, yeah? This morning. DJ, take it away. As the program continues, there are booklets on your tables. Please look through, read, understand more about this partnership today. It's a small booklet. Take a minute or two. I see lots of information. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in this moment, I wish to invite the head of marketing at Double Q, Mr. Richard Musani, to start us off with some welcome remarks and introduce us to what we are here to do today.
Thank you so much, the Master of Ceremonies, for this particular event. First of all, allow me to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this very important event, where we come to launching a partnership between three big organizations, Double Q, an authorized distributor of automotive solutions in this country, as well as DFCU Bank, one of the leading commercial banks in this country, and ICA Lion General Insurance, offering comprehensive insurance solutions for this country. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Richard Musani, the head of marketing for Double Q. And as you know, Double Q is an authorized distributor of a comprehensive set of automotive solutions in this country. We are the only singular organization offering a 360-degree solution in terms of your equipment needs. This range from passenger vehicles that are really very essential for mobility solutions for all of us, to the heavy commercial vehicle solutions that allow businesses to be able to move cargo, allow contractors to also be able to move materials, empowering this economy, but also most importantly, earth-moving equipment, and that is road construction and mining equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, at Double Q, we believe we have a mission: let our customers succeed. This implies that we put the customer at the center of our business. And this is as to why we come forward together today, aware about a common problem that this market has faced. The common problem has been matters affordability of equipment solutions. We know that 85% of this market consumes used gray imports coming in from Japan. And why is this market consuming used imports coming in from Japan, yet we have brand new vehicle equipment? The answer is right with us. It's matters affordability. And if we're going to deal with matters affordability, it implies as auto retailers that we need to seek partnerships that can synergize this endeavor with an objective to ensure that customers are able to access this equipment. It's the reason that we now ventured in our overall strategic plan for this year to look out for partnerships within commercial banks and insurance solution providers with a view that we address the 85% of Ugandans that are having to import or buy used equipment. We know that used equipment in itself is not just something that is very good for this country. We are aware about matters environment, the impact that our environment has had to have as a result of us consuming used vehicles or older vehicles. And not only matters environment, we also know the cost of doing business. The cost of doing business significantly goes higher because you then have to buy used trucks, heavy commercial trucks, which then you will have to spend extremely higher in terms of matters maintenance, spare parts, as well as taking your equipment for service routinely. So overall, from a cost of doing business perspective and also from an environmental perspective, used car imports are not the best thing for this country in terms of development. Later on, aspects of even matters tax revenue to this country. We that are in the local assembly of automotive equipment, of course, provide government a better opportunity in terms of widening its tax base and, of course, creating more employment opportunities for people in this country. The used car industry as well may not offer that much that we could be able to offer. So it is clear that for this country to go forward and the opportunities that are there in developing the automotive industry are really enormous. And we need to put together players that are active in ensuring the wider ecosystem meets the different needs that the customers actually have. So we are happy today that we've managed to have dfcu Bank, one of our leading commercial banks, telling us that they are ready to offer up to 100% financing for our customers. I think this is a very good thing we need to clap for. So 100% of financing of equipment. And this is speaking, and they are telling us that they are ready to actually finance the many small and medium enterprises. And this is that's why we have, in the house here, we have brought in a whole M2 4x2 truck that is there. You could see it on my right. And that's a brand new Sino truck, which is 0 mileage. And it offers small and medium enterprises opportunities to do light distribution and movement of cargo within a city center. So I imagine a young business that would like to do a bit of distribution in the city center. DFC is saying we can offer you 100% financing. And this equipment goes for under 100 million shillings. So there's huge opportunity that we can actually have in that particular space. In here also, we have ICA Lion General Insurance, which is saying sometimes we fear the investment that we make in these assets. So you are putting in an investment of 150 million or 200 million shillings. You're not sure how safe that investment is. And we have ICA Lion General Insurance in the house, and they are saying to this partnership that you don't have to worry. Leave the worries with us. We should be able to insure the equipment, and you focus on running your business. So I think we need to clap for ICA Lion General Insurance for also coming into this partnership. So that is that from our side. My role was to just offer a bit of introduction of why we are here today. So we are here simply because we want to provide an end-to-end solution to the customer, an end-to-end solution to the customer, be it you're a business customer or you are somebody looking out for personnel mobility solutions. We are saying that we are here to offer you that type of solution. On the side of dfcu as well, we know that there's been a huge problem in terms of fuel prices, which have skyrocketed all the way from about 4,000 shillings to now about 6,700 shillings per liter. And to address that particular concern, as a leading automotive solution provider in this market, we have gone ahead to introduce EV mobility solutions across both spaces. So we have this available in our light and heavy commercial truck equipment. It's also available in earth-moving equipment and available in our passenger vehicle series. So in the earth-moving equipment series, we now already have introduced a wheel loader, which is electric. So if you are managing a construction site and will require a wheel loader that is electric, we have it available as dfcu. That is on the road and mining equipment segment. On the light and heavy commercial trucks segment, where we have Sinotruck, one of our leading brands, we are introducing in the month of November an EV truck, which is an EV tractor truck, which is supposed to move cargo all the way from Mombasa to Kampala. It's what we commonly call trailers. So we shall be introducing the Sinotruck Howo NX tractor truck in the month of November, which is an EV. So it's purely electric. So we are speaking to the business in terms of solutions, providing electric mobility solutions. Then on the side of the passenger cars, here we're seeing a series of them. In our flagship brand, GWM, we have two sets of solutions. We have the plug-in hybrid electric vehicles that are here, and I will request the media to pick interest in these sets of equipment. One of them is just as you enter. It's the Haval plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. It gives you about 180 kilometers on full charge. So you can do a route all the way from Kampala through to Jinja and back. And that vehicle is available. You don't need fuel. It's a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. It does both fuel combustion as well as electric. We also have the Tank 500, which is there, also available in plug-in hybrid electric vehicles as well. So you can actually have, it's a modern SUV 7-seater that you can actually have, and it has both the electric component as well as the fuel combustion aspect. So, and we have hybrid versions and pure electric versions here available as also of today. So I want to thank you so much for gracing this occasion. To the media family, we can engage later, but I think I've done the honors to do a proper introduction of why we are here, and I want to welcome you, feel at home, and for the media, prepare a file of as many questions as possible, and we shall be ready to answer. Thank you so much, and welcome, and enjoy the rest of the launch. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Richard Musani, for that elaborate introduction and remarks on this collaboration. Thank you. I had to switch because we are live streaming, so the team needs to be able to capture everything in real time. Thank you once again, Mr. Musani, for those elaborate and quite insightful introduction to this collaboration. We look forward to learning more in the coming remarks and panel discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me invite Age Patricia from Agile Media Africa, who will be moderating the panel session this morning. This panel is going to help us dive deeper into this collaboration. So keep your notes and your pens very busy because there's so much to learn here.
Good morning everybody. How are you feeling after what Richard just said? I feel like we just need to come to WQ and DFCU Bank to already acquire these vehicles. What do you think? Yeah? Guys, energy. Anyway, energy. Okay, I think Richard already sort of preempted what this panel discussion is going to have or discuss this morning. And I think a commercial vehicle or even just the equipment is really an investment that is income generating for anyone, be it private or a business. But for you to acquire that asset, you sort of need to answer 3 questions at the same time. So, which vehicle is right for my business? But also, how do I finance it without putting too much pressure on my cash flow? And when the rubber hits the tarmac, then you want to know, how do I protect that investment? So that is what this panel is going to address this morning. And I'm joined by a team from WQ. We have Kobe Xiao, the manager at WQ. Please come up to the stage. Guys, give them a round of applause because they're going to give us this amazing insights that we will need to actually make a purchase. We also have Dumba Steven, Head of Business, GWM. Please come up to the stage. We have Gloria Suna Namutebi, Head of Vehicle and Asset Finance, DFCU Bank. And finally, we have Anita Mugabekazi, Head of Sales, ICA Lion General Insurance. Now, I believe that is a balanced panel, or the women are taking over, but we'll see at the end of the day. Okay. We won't be having Mr. Dumba, but we will have Isaac Hakiza, Head of Sales. Okay, I think it's a full house at the moment. Welcome. How are you feeling about this partnership? In one word.
Hot.
Hot? H-O-T?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean spicy.
Really hot, like you need AC.
No, I mean just the relationship is
Oh,
hot.
okay, okay.
It's like on fire, you know.
Yeah. Gloria, one word? Exciting. Amazing. Do you want to bring your microphones close to you so the audiences are able to hear?
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. It's very lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. Okay, so I think we start with you, WQ. You have a lot of prospects, commercial vehicle prospects, and just business owners who want to acquire these cars. What have you noticed along the way that led up to this partnership? What kind of gap were you trying to fill? For you, WQ?
For me?
Yeah.
Excuse me, can you please repeat again?
So in these showrooms, you're always having customers coming into these rooms hoping to acquire these cars, right? To help them generate more income for their businesses or even move faster in their daily businesses. So what have you noticed from those interactions with the customers that you're able to come up with a partnership to address that gap?
Okay. Thank you for the question. Morning again, guys. This is Kobe. I'm from WQ, the key account director. Thanks for your question, by the way. You know, we have been receiving clients like those people. They came to us, and then they have been doing business, but sometimes their financial is tight somehow. So they have been asking us, are there any supports or are there any financing ways which we can support them? So that's why I think we let's say we engage today with dfcu so that we can support our clients thoroughly, and then we also support their business so that at least their business will be, let's say, to move to another stage. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and for DFCU, just backing off of what Kobe said, earlier Richard said you're actually offering 100% to some of these assets. You know, this is highly risky. What was your take on this partnership? Why that offer?
Dear ladies and gentlemen, why we are giving the offer of 100% financing, we want to remove that stress of upfront cash from our customers so that they can continue to operate normally without paying that big upfront contribution. Hence the 100% contribution financing to our customers.
Wonderful. Okay. And for you, Miss Anita, with the risk that comes with just the businesses of people who would, want this kind of equipment. I know of someone who took a loan from Grow to fence their big farm, and then someone stole the fence. Now, the mantle of an insurance company is really seen at how fast and swift and very reliable they are when the risk has actually happened. How different is this partnership going to be from the other experiences with other insurance companies?
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this partnership will be different. It's not totally different from some of the partnerships we deal with. However, it's an opportunity for ICA Lion to come in and secure the investment once the client has secured a facility, to be able to protect it with our tailored insurance solutions. However, when it comes to your question in line with the claims experience for the clients, ICA is known as a forward-thinking insurer that actually uses digital forms for faster service. We will receive claims intimations or claims reports from our clients through different channels, WhatsApp, phone calls, emails, and we have a 24-hour dedicated team to support that client when they face that uncertain event.
Okay, if you say so. Now, it would be nice, Isaac, to know, so you've had a few people come into your showroom, but they really haven't made the purchase. What do you think was the challenge in between? They showed interest, but they didn't really make the sale, close the sale.
Okay, maybe just to introduce myself again. My name is Isaac Hakiza, sales manager for specifically the passenger section from Double Q. So with the years of experience we've had, it's been seen to a challenge for many customers who actually even own businesses and individuals, because you find taking out a chunk of money, let's say about $100,000 to purchase a fleet, or let's say maybe 3 cars for the salespeople. Actually, you find yourself straining the business at the end of the day because you don't have the cash flow to do the other activities that actually can generate more money. So this is where DFCU has come in actually to support us to actually be able to give these customers, these businesses, the vehicles, because at the end of the day, DFCU is able to advance this money to the client, and then the client is actually able to go with the product at the end of the day. And this is actually very good because at the end of the day, we've been in a tradition of where you have businesses buying used vehicles, or what we call gray imports from outer markets, and at the end of the day you find there's actually an increased expense on these old vehicles because they have to spend more money to keep them on the road. So with this partnership with DFCU, we're actually going to see that businesses are actually going to be able to save more money at the end of the day, because they're actually getting new vehicles, new equipment, which will actually help them push their business further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe just to build up on what Isaac says, Kobe, so for the prospect, they're not just thinking, or at that moment, they're only thinking about the cost of the asset, but what are the other unexpected costs, like he said, that come along the way, productivity, fuel, what do you have to offer for this partnership?
Well, about the productivity and then also about the fuel consumption things, we are trying to, first of all, we are trying to get new vehicles, first of all, because like our tippers, we are actually mainly competing with the old one or the used one in Uganda, like those Fuso tippers and Isuzu tippers. In the beginning, maybe the full purchase amount, it's higher than the used one. However, when it runs down, you'll see the new vehicle's performance and efficiency is way better than the old one. So invincibly, the clients, they will get the incomes or the investment back quicker than they bought from the old one. So this is about the efficiency, and then about the fuel efficiency is also the same, because those are the we assemble the brand new vehicles, so they are more. The technology is modern, is also advanced. So when you compare with those technology, which is like 10 years ago, so this technology is actually more advanced. So it can boost the fuel on the fuel consumption side, which they might save the fuel consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Thank you.
from a sustainability point of view, just to build up also on what Kobe said for DFCU, apart from the access to that finance to acquire these assets, then how can then the customer just move away from just thinking about that cost of can I afford to pay the bank monthly, but how else do you sustainably support the customers?
Okay. Thank you very much. Apart from the customer thinking about the monthly installment, we look at the customer's cash flows. If the customer's cash flows come through quarterly or even twice a year or once a year, then the repayment will be scheduled to align to the customer's inflows, so that we do not strain the customer to pay monthly when actually their cash flows are coming through quarterly or biannually or once a year. For instance, schools, institutions, farmers, we look at all their inflows and then align their repayments. On top of that, if the customer, because every asset has to be comprehensively insured, and we know these premiums are not small premiums, what we do, we offer the customer insurance premium financing so that they are able to pay for that policy for a period of 10 months.
And does the 15% interest rate stay a standard regardless of the fluctuations within the 12 months?
The interest rate for the facility or for the asset varies depending on the outstanding amounts. The interest rate for insurance premium financing, it's actually lower than 15%. It is 7% for UGX and $6%. It's very, very competitive. And on top of that, our partners, ICEA, have given us the best offer, 2.8% for personal vehicles, and then for commercial vehicles, 4.2%. This is not common in the market, so this package is really very, very competitive.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. We saw some hand claps over there. We can get some more. We can get some more. Okay. Then that goes to ICEA. How would you build more on the offer, especially around the risk? Because everyone in this room is thinking of cost, the time, and the risk. But at the end of the day, they do have the asset, they do have the money. How do they continue to de-risk with your offer?
Right. Thank you. So the client continues to de-risk with our offer through having a peace of mind once they get that insurance cover. Why? Because when that sudden event happens, which for example is an accident or theft or death to a third party, because you could knock someone accidentally and they pass on, or you could damage someone else's also property. All those are events that we actually cover under that insurance policy, and many more benefits that we've tailored for this particular partnership. So at the end goal is ensuring that the client gets a bundled up product with DFCU and double Q. So we basically have one ecosystem which they'll enjoy and have a peace of mind knowing they've gotten this asset and it's secured with insurance.
Yeah. Okay. And what if someone was still servicing, say, the bank, and something happens out of the description of their offer? What are the likely possibilities for them to remedy?
I hope I got your question right.
Depending on what the asset has been insured for, and then they find something else happens that is not exactly that, how do you help them recover or continue financing DFCU?
Can I help you? I was going to say that is a DFC question, but still,
yeah,
I can
it's
try
an
and
accident.
partially, and then she takes on the rest. So the products that we are offering, which is motor insurance, the highest level of comprehensive insurance for a motor vehicle, is it's embedded with a lot of benefits. If I can add on to what I earlier said, things like medical costs for the driver, towing charges, personal effects, probably stolen in a vehicle after an accident. So all those are clearly defined at the start of the partnership. I'm sure even DFC will know if there's any deviation before they inform us, but I can allow her to say something as well.
Yes, Gloria.
Okay, thank you, Anita. Just to add to what Anita has said, suppose I have a facility, it's fully comprehensively insured. Along the way, I get an issue, and that issue is insurable. For instance, if my lorry or my truck catches fire, or I get an accident, ICEA will come in to assess that accident, and then they will support the customer by financing the repairs for that particular truck. If it's not repairable, then ICEA will refund the customer, and the customer will be able to offset the outstanding loan balance. So the customer is not left in isolation. They are supported by ICEA to ensure that their outstanding facilities are cleared in the event of any accident or eventuality not planned.
Okay. So now we do have a few interested parties. Maybe someone runs a farm, another one a hailing car business, or just a personal vehicle prospect. Where do we start if they're interested now? What is the next step from here? Double Q?
To repeat your question again, if you mean the client is if he's ready?
No, if someone is interested in this partnership, they've seen it probably in the news or somewhere they've heard about it, where do they start from? Okay,
there are many sources actually. First of all, it's right here in our Burobi showroom. We are wide open here, so the customers, they are all welcome to come and check by. And secondly, actually, we also have our another showroom in Busega, which the main showroom is for Sinotra, XMG, and then also Heli. And then thirdly, we also have our social media. You can follow us on Double Q in TikTok, in Instagram, also even the X. So actually there are many, let's say there are many sources to approach us. In the meantime, of course, we're also gonna approach to our client, especially for those like the major one, the major one, they're the main player, so, there are many, let's say our competitors, they're also looking for that. So that's why actually we would like to cooperate with the FCU and ICA. And I was so impressed about their rate, the bank rate, even the insurance rate. Actually, that's like the lowest I've ever heard in Uganda. So I was so impressed. Yeah. So to summarize, actually we are right here, and we are you're all welcome.
Yeah, no,
Thank you.
I absolutely agree with you. I'm already converted our bank accounts are DFCU from another bank, so I'm already biased, Grace.
Maybe you
Now-
can come and then we can give you a better offer.
Yeah, no, so Gloria, we now have our car, we've come to Double Q. What do we need to demonstrate to get access to that financing?
Okay, thank you, Aggie. Once the customer has walked into Double Q, because the first point of contact is the customer going to Double Q centers, that is in Busega and here in Bogolobi. They choose the car that they want to take. The first thing is to ask Double Q to give them the pro forma invoice, and then the customer would walk to any of the DFCU branches, so that then we can start the process. If the customer banks already with DFCU, they don't need to bring a bank statement. All we need is a pro forma invoice from Double Q of the vehicle they want to take. If the customer is not a DFCU customer, then once they've gotten their pro forma invoice, they now walk to their bank, pick a statement for 1 year, and then walk into any of the nearest DFCU branches. We will be happy to receive them and serve them.
Wonderful. And for you, Anita, where does insurance come into the play? Is it also still reliant on Double Q?
Yes, Double Q and DFCU. Once the client is happy with the asset at Double Q and goes to DFCU for the financing, DFC will get in touch with us to provide the insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac, I noticed we've been talking about majorly passenger, private, and commercial cars, but we didn't really talk about the equipment. For any of the interested prospects in the room, what is it in for them in regards to equipment?
Okay, thank you very much. Just to break it down again, like Richard had earlier broken it down in the introduction. So Double Q is a company that is an authorized distributor actually for very many different products. So firstly, we'll begin with passenger vehicles. So when you look at the passenger vehicles, actually right now we are looking at the normal internal combustion vehicles. That's the old technology that uses just fuel. Then we also have new technology of hybrid vehicles, both electric, hybrid, and then we also have plug-in hybrids. And then also Double Q, we actually have an opportunity, and we're going to be among the first distributors to actually introduce electric vehicles at full range. So that is the passenger vehicle section. Then we also have forklifts. So the brand we represent is actually called Heli. So even on the Heli side, we actually have different types of forklifts. So you'll find you have the fuel forklifts, you have the electric forklifts, and then you also have the forklifts that actually use gas as well. Then, of course, the biggest brand is Sinotruck, that everyone is very well versed with a wide range of trucks, different sizes, different tonnages. So we also have that as well. Then Double Q also provides for heavy earth moving equipment, and the brand we represent is called XCMG. So under XCMG as well, we have very many brands. We have very many products. We have the excavators, we have the bulldozers, So anything you can think of that you would need in either construction, in any field of construction, we actually are able to supply. Then we also have the what we call the tires as well. So now we're also representing a brand called Wanli. That's also a brand for the tires that we actually also distribute here in Uganda and in other areas where Double Q is present all over East Africa. Then not forget as well, I think you've seen a bus actually also parked outside. That's King Long. So we also represent a brand called King Long. So we have buses in different segments. We have the 14-seaters, the 30-seaters, all the way up to the coaches. So like Richard said earlier, just feel free. Double Q is a one-stop center for any of your automobile equipment. Thank you.
Well, that's a wide offering, but we are here for it. And I bet we'll be checking all the offerings out. I wonder now, yeah, today is the partnership launch, but we have partnership launches every single day. However, the difference will be told by the customers who go through these 12 months. Now, I want you to tell us what you think is going to happen differently from this offering as opposed to elsewhere. Let's start with you, Kobe. 12 months down the line, what will be different in terms of the customer experience?
Well, thanks for the question. You know, before because from our part, you know, we also need to consider our finance. So before, we don't normally give out that like 12 years installments, because you know, when we are on business, our finance flow it matters. However, after this time, we cooperate with dfcu bank, then we can, let's say, we can extend our installment longer for the clients. So I think from the client side, first of all, their pressure will be reduced from our part, because before we normally give maximum like 6 months, because like I have mentioned about our financial cash flows issue. However, after this time, we can extend. It's like they can use, let's say, this extra money to do more things according to their occupations. So this is the advantage for, let's say, for the clients. And then secondly, still for the client side, they you know, they have been also seeking for the different financial methods to get the support from us. So all in all, I think this is a totally good news and good proposal for our clients.
The pressure has been taken away.
Which we can help or support and even boost their business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Less pressure with Double Q. Miss Gloria, DFCU, what will be different?
I think the difference within these 12 months is for our customers to acquire the mobility solution they want at a one-stop area, that is at Double Q, which will improve our turnaround time in the customer selecting the asset that they want. On top of that, to our personal clients, the installment will be much lesser compared to the previous installment, hence reducing the pressure, because the tenor for personal clients, brand new car, is 7 years. To our commercial clients, enterprise clients or corporate clients, we still have them get these assets from Double Q, especially the electric vehicles that are going to improve not only production, but reduce costs in terms of fuel. Because if you're using an electric vehicle, the consumption for fuel would be much lower, and hence a knock-on effect on their product profitability. So we expect our customers in the commercial side, enterprise and corporate, to grow their profitability month on month with the acquisition of the trucks, equipment, and vehicles from Double Q.
Yeah. And I liked the one-stop center as opposed to going to so many places. I see,
Thank you, Adi.
Will you reduce these risks?
Yes, most definitely. And that's why it's embedded in there. So the client will definitely have peace of mind, like I said earlier, because then that financial burden in the event an accident happens is lowered because they have insurance. They will report to us and we'll handle that claim swiftly. So they will not have to touch their pockets. Yeah, because already they have a loan, remember, with DFC. So if then they get that unsudden, unforeseen event happen to them and they don't have insurance, then they'll have a huge financial burden on themselves. So with insurance embedded in there, the sky is the limit. They'll have a sustainable economic progress.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, hopefully. And you, Isaac?
Thank you very much. From my side, if you notice the banners in the room, that's the point I'll start with. You actually notice we've actually slashed our prices. This is also one of the benefits that has come with the partnership with DFCU. So you have a slashed price, you have financing, and then you have a product on the road. So this is actually going to be very good because it's actually going to reduce on the initial capital expenditure that a client or investment, let me not call it an expenditure, but an investment, that initial capital investment that a customer has to make. This burden has been taken away, and you also have a combination of the insurance. So at the end of the day, you're going with a product and you're 100% comfortable that this product is going to work with you without any worries, and you can actually make that money at the end of the day. Thank you.
Well, aren't we in for a ride? I know there might be people with questions. There'll be questions much later, but can we give a round of applause to our panelists this morning? What I had them say is that the assets going to be acquired, they're going to be acquired responsibly, and then with DFCU, they'll be financed sustainably, and then also with ICA, they will be protected. So that property of yours, your car, it will help you generate the money you hope that it will do for your businesses. So thank you so much, Kobe. Thank you so much, Gloria. Thank you, Anita and Isaac, and for you for being a brilliant audience. Yeah, that's it.
The flexible financing bit, where even if for people like us who are not salary earners, you don't have to worry about not paying, monthly. There is a quarterly option. So that's kudos, well done, well done. They deserve a round of applause, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. In this opportunity, I will wish to invite Mr. Ambrose Kibuka, the CEO of ICA Lion General Insurance, to give us brief remarks.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, Mr. Lin Yu, the Managing Director of Double Q, Miss Kate Kiza, the Executive Director of DFCU Bank, distinguished guests, partners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today is not simply a launch of another vehicle financing product. Rather, it is about making it easier for Ugandans to acquire assets, protect those assets, and use them to create value. That distinction matters. For too long, financing and insurance have been treated as separate conversations. We believe that that should not be the case. When a customer invests in a vehicle, they are investing in their livelihood, their business, and in many cases, their future. That investment deserves financing that is accessible, insurance that is comprehensive, and partners who understand the realities of doing business in Uganda. And that is why ICA Lion is proud to partner with DFCU Bank and dfcu. Through this partnership, customers can access vehicle financing of up to 90%. Actually, now I've had 100%, flexible repayment periods, and comprehensive insurance from ICA Lion insurance packages, which include vehicle tracking and with no tracker fees. So already you can see the risk management embedded. But let me be clear about what this means. We are not simply putting more vehicles on Ugandan roads. We are protecting investments that drive our economy, whether it is a premium passenger vehicle, a pickup serving a growing enterprise, or a heavy-duty truck supporting commercial transportation. Every asset carries financial value and operational importance. A vehicle that is financed but not adequately protected represents an unmanaged risk. So we don't want people in the transportation sector, those who have just bought their brand new Tank 500, to worry when the driver calls and says, "I've just rolled the car." That should be a small inconvenience, not a disaster. And we sort that out through comprehensive insurance. At ICA Lion, our responsibility is to ensure that when our customers take the bold step of investing, they are not left exposed to the uncertainties that come with ownership. This partnership therefore brings three critical elements together. One, access to capital. Two, access to quality vehicles. And three, protection of the investment. That is the strength of this model, and our commitment goes beyond the launch today. We want this partnership to contribute to a culture where businesses do not merely acquire assets, but manage and protect them responsibly. We want entrepreneurs to have confidence to expand. We want transport operators to strengthen their fleets. We want businesses to move further because they know that their investment is protected from the uncertainties of the operating environment. The message from ICA Lion is simple. If you are going to invest, protect the investment. If you are going to grow, manage the risk. If you are going to move forward with the right partners. I therefore commend DFCU Bank and dfcu for joining us in building a proposition that puts the customer at the center. To our customers, I say, the opportunity is here, grab it. Take a step, acquire the asset, build the business, create value. And let ICA Lion take care of the risk. After all, through every life-changing moment, we are better together. Thank you.
Thank you, DJ. You know, when I was reading through the program, I was seeing very many names of gentlemen at the executive level. I was starting to worry about, the female representation in all this. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome Ms. Kate Chiza, the Executive Director of DFCU Bank, to give her remarks. Woman power, she deserves more than that. Go girls,
Good morning, everybody. I see the men not smiling. It's fine. It's okay. Thank you very much. Welcome this morning. As mentioned, my name is Kate Kiza. I serve at DFCU Bank as Executive Director and look after corporate and institutional banking, where the bigger corporates in business, those are the clients that we serve. To the Managing Director, Q, Mr. Bruce Lee Yu, management and staff of Q. Do I see a few hands? Nice, thank you. Members of DFCU leadership and my colleagues, thank you. Nice to see you all. Members of ICEA Lion, nice. I was happy to see a few more ladies as well there. Distinguished guests, members of the media, the business partners around, ladies and gentlemen. As I moved along my journey of life, a business owner once told me that if I pay cash for any asset, and especially a truck, I will have nothing left to put that truck to use, to put items into that truck, whether it is the fuel or charging that truck or the items that the truck is going to carry, the items that will help me use that truck in my business. So today, we are saying on paper, paying cash might look interesting. However, it's not always the strongest in terms of the decisions that you take in the business. If a company spends heavily on a truck or a vehicle, I'm talking about a company, but even as an individual, if you spend heavily on that truck or on the vehicle, then you have reduced the amount of money available to you to fuel that truck, to stock up in the business, or to have your mobilization maintenance of the next order that we are all looking forward to. And that creates pressure, the cash flow pressure that Aggie mentioned about. So by coming in as DFCU, that is the pressure and the headache that we are taking away. Businesses rarely operate in a world where there is no demand for capital. Capital is always that one scarce item that we all look forward to receiving. The same funds that can be used to purchase a vehicle or equipment are often needed elsewhere in the business. Stock must be purchased, suppliers must be paid, more items must be brought into the business. With those realities of life and business, it's not enough. It's not enough for financing not to exist. It's enough for financing to exist. It must be structured in a way that works, flexible, that it shouldn't take us as captives, but it responds to our needs and flexibility, since each of us and each of the businesses is unique in its way. For more than 6 decades, DFCU has worked with businesses through decisions like these. What am I trying to say? We've been there, we've walked the journey with many customers, and we are here to walk the journey with you. We've seen how access to the right financing allows the customers to acquire productive assets, grow their businesses, while maintaining the liquidity. If any business does not have the liquidity, then you can't be able to run going forward. Through our partnership with DoubleQ and ICEA, customers will have access to vehicles, to equipment, to financing, and insurance within a single proposition. Qualifying commercial customers, as mentioned by the panel and by Gloria, can get up to 90%, and for the smaller vehicles, for the individuals, you can get up to 100%. These practical solutions are designed for businesses which run in different ways. So therefore, the flexibility and the tailor-made solution for you, the payment schedule that fits your wishes, is why we are there with the flexibility of this partnership. Importantly, the partnership gives the customers access to comprehensive insurance. You do not know when that call comes that the vehicle has rolled, and all you need to do is place a call to your insurer through this partnership. DoubleQ, as mentioned before, has that full range of the vehicles that we need, that meets our customer needs, right from me as an individual to the SME, to the large corporate. We are all catered for. Uganda's 10x growth can only be achieved if the businesses are facilitated through transport, through equipment and machinery, through reliable mobility. Productive assets therefore remain an essential part of the 10x program, where all of us are gladly participating. Our role as DFCU is to ensure that customers can make those investments without unnecessary pressure on your cash flows. And we are all working so hard to build the nation. I would like to thank DoubleQ especially for their partnership and their confidence in this collaboration. I also thank ICEA Lion General Insurance for working with us to provide the customer solutions and to provide the one-stop shop. Together, we are creating greater access, greater flexibility, and greater value for all our customers. To all our customers and our clients out there, whether you're expanding your fleet, investing in equipment, growing a new business, acquiring a vehicle for personal use, we want to make that investment more accessible, more practical, and more sustainable. As DFCU Bank, we remain committed to helping Ugandans and Ugandan businesses invest with confidence and grow with purpose. As I looked through and reflected on this partnership, I just thought I would summarize the partnership in this phrase: that through every life-changing moment, we will go further together with a trusted mobility partner. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam Kiza, allow me call you Madam. It's such an honor to be in the presence of such greatness. And I'm particularly excited about this opportunity, this partnership, because who knows, Double Q might look at V and think, oh, she could be a good brand ambassador. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish now to invite our hosting MD, Mr. Lin Yu, the Managing Director of Double Q and Handling, to give us his brief remarks.
Good afternoon. Now I think it's afternoon. Distinguished clients, our partner from dfcu Bank and ICE Line General Insurance, valued clients, business partners, members of media, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you this important occasion to celebrate the partnership between WQ, dfcu Bank, and ICE Line General Insurance. For us at WQ, this partnership represents an important step in how we support business in Uganda. We believe that acquiring a commercial vehicle and productive equipment is not a simple purchase. It is a strategic investment in the future for our business. Our clients need assets that deliver value over many years through the reliabilities, protectives, and low operation costs. But we also understand that makes such an investment require confidence. When a business must protect their working capital while expanding their operations. This is where this partnership becomes meaningful. By combining WQ's products and after-service capability with dfcu Bank's financing solution and ICE Line General Insurance protection, we are making it easier for business to invest the productive assets with greater confidence. Our commitment, however, goes beyond helping clients acquire vehicle and assets. We want to build a long-term relationship with our clients, supporting their throughout ownership of journey through professional services, general spare parts, technician supports, and manufacturing back warranted. We also recognized that Uganda's business are an important engine of economic growth. When a transport company is expanding its fleets, when a construction company invests in new equipment, or when a manufacturer improves its productive capitals, the impact goes beyond that individual business. It creates opportunities, supports employee, contribute to economical development. This is why WQ remaining committed to bringing quality products to solutions and dependable support to the Ugandan markets. I would like to thank you, dfcu Bank. Thank you, ICE Line General Insurance, for sharing this vision, for joining us in creating a solution that puts its need business at the center. Most important, I would like to thank our clients and partners for trust and belief where WQ is. Our guiding means simple. Let our clients success. When our clients success, business grows, communicate benefits, and Uganda move forward. Uganda move further. Thank you. I wish you have all successful launch.
Can win free fuel. Yes, you heard me. Free fuel when you buy a Simba Motor policy. This policy covers, among other things, damage to your car, theft of your items in the car, medical bills, and provides you with 24-hour road rescue. Get the Simba Motor policy and enjoy free fuel.
I've got a plan that throws a huge every time I check my balance.
ICEA Lion has a plan for everyone. ICEA Lion, what's your plan?
Bold, redefined, ready. This is the new Hoa TX 8x4, now with a redesigned front grille that turns heads on and off the side. Under the hood, the legendary 371 horsepower engine teams up with a 12-speed transmission for power you can trust and torque when it matters. With a reinforced cargo box that carries up to 40 tons, it's made for serious jobs, no compromises. Inside, it's all comfort. The airbag suspension seat absorbs shocks and vibrations, reducing back strain on long drives. And when it gets rough, it adds stability and safety to keep you locked in and in control. The Hoa TX doesn't just look tough, it holds, handles, and performs like a true workhorse. Hoa TX 8x4, new look, heavy muscle, total control.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting into the most important moment of this. I will invite our MDs, Mr. Ambrose Chibuka, Madam Kate Kiza, and Mr. Linyu to please step forward. Do you help me? Yes. Okay. You can, in no particular order, really. So this is just symbolic of this partnership. You sign, and then your signature implies that you consent to this partnership, and you're excited for all the opportunities it comes with. Over to you, sir. Yes. Members of the media, you might want to capture these moments. Mr. Lin, are you able to sign while facing the audience? Yes. I'm requesting when you're signing, try to, yes, something like that. Thank you. I'm going to request that we sign on the side of the DFCU as well. And after that, you stay for a group photo. To sign on the side of DFCU. Kindly sign on the side of DFCU as well. We can see it. See? Ladies and gentlemen, history is being made. Madam Kiza, and then after that, Mr. Lin. History is being made. We have one more to go. Don't tire. ICEA, just a little down here. Yes, we are marking history today, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sign that these three companies are agreeing to come together, to partner, so that business owners, so that individuals can have access to easy access to equipment and flexible financing and insurance solutions here in Uganda. I'm going to request that you stay for a group photo alongside yes, thank you. We would like you to hold the steering wheel. History is being made, ladies and gentlemen. Our MDs are steering the wheel to show that they really consent to this partnership. Guys, round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to request that you stay on stage. Just stand on the side. The team to kindly move this. We have more goodies in store. Ladies and gentlemen, eyes on the screens. Ladies and gentlemen, here is to making history, launching the collaboration between WQ, DFCU, ICEA Lion. Congratulations to the three brands. Congratulations to all businesses and individuals who are yet to benefit from this opportunity. Congratulations, congratulations. We are glad to be part of the people witnessing history in making. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, and that was the launch of the Double Q DFCU Bank ICA Lion partnership to enable easy equipment access and flexible financing and insurance solutions here in Uganda on the 12th August 2026, hosted by Double Q at their showroom here in Bugolobi. Congratulations to the three brands. Congratulations on the official launch of this partnership. We look forward to more goodies that will come out of this collaboration. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, we shall be ushered into lunch. And after lunch, we have media interviews. We will get an opportunity to have one-on-ones with our leaders. Kindly do not leave. Stay and network, get to meet new people. And before we dive into lunch, I'm going to invite our MDs to have an experience of the cars in the showroom. Sarah, if you could guide the MDs to the vehicles. After that moment, then we shall get into lunch. Richard will guide the MDs to the cars to experience them. Ladies and gentlemen, after our CEOs get their lunch, please feel free to join the queue and grab a bite.